It's week 6 of the 2025 season, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Eagles and the Commanders, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Jones looking to throw right away. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. These 2 teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now Jones. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Jones. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. Open man Hamler. That's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Holding. Offense.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be brought down at the 27. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And that sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, that lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And it's 3-0 Washington. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Take this one up close to the 25-yard line. On second down, here's the option. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Back to Mixon on first down. The numbers for Mixon last week, 13 carries, 53 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, Just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Back to throw. Holly. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Looking to throw. Holly. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
They'll run this one right with Robinson, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now Jones from the gun on third down. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Jones. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Washington on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Returning is Peppers. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And out will come the offense as they take over. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. you've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Price. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Eagles at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Mixon running wide side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. It's caught, Smith. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them. Both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's fielded at the 45. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll run on first down. It's Garcia. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Holly. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Garcia. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On second down, here's Mixon. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 3 from the 9. Operating from the gun. Holly. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense running out, and we shine the spotlight on the undrafted revelation, James Robinson. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Sets up the screen to Robinson. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Holly. Again, he finds more. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, it's still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Holly over the middle, complete. It's Price. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down. Holly, throw left side, complete. That's Price. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
He finds his man, complete. That's Price.
number 85. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Holly. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
The 3rd down pass complete to DJ Moore.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was brought down by Jermaine Johnson. 4 yards.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This complete to Martin. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Complete to number 82.
On 2nd down now, it's Garcia. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep to the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They'll look to throw, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. First chance for the Commanders' offense now as they head out for their opening series of the 2nd half. Here's Jones, throwing on 1st down. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Holly, and he fires one incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. An option handoff here to Mixon. The pickup there, 5 yards.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. On first down, Garcia. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Holly. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. An option handoff here to Mixon. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Joe Mixon, his first rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Robinson up the middle. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. Escape. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Holly. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw on second down. Holly. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Holly. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing again on second down. Jones. And his throw here is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for KJ Hamler. Incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Got an open man here, and it's KJ Hamler. Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Now Jones. Middle of the field. And oh, he coughed it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing Jones. Here's a screen for Robinson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
We're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw again. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll start with the option. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
An option handoff here to Mixon. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Garcia. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Right back to him on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Second and 6 at the 47.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Garcia, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. A handoff running left, Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now a second down and 6. Up the middle they go. It's Garcia. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
On third down, Garcia. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll try and run for it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running, because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in. And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find Williams on the slant. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Jones now on first and 10. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle.
Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on second and long. Jones. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Jones throwing on third and long. And that will be incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Well, in the process of that kick return, it appears we had an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to Mixon on second down. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on third down. Holly being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Eagles, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.